Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Logan with All Paths Taken. This is part 14 of our 100% walkthrough of Bloodborne. Last episode, we beat the first potential final boss, Wet Nurse, and are almost ready to head into the DLC. In this episode, we are going to grab one last hunter tool before heading into the DLC. So as always, we're going to go for full completion, every item, every secret, every boss. So grab your weapon of choice and let's get into the hunt. We are going to head into Forbidden Woods. So the last hunter tool that we have not gotten is the Madaris Whistle. This one is grabbed in a very unique way. So if you have the hunter, I forget what it's called, the League Ruin on, and you have killed many different enemies in this. Oh wait, hang on. Sorry, playing Night Rain with a girlfriend again. But if you have the League Ruin on, which you got from this dude right here, you will kill hunters or play PvP and kill hunters, and you'll get vermin. If you give too many vermin to this guy, one of the Madaris twins will come out and attack. And if you kill him, then you'll get the whistle. But here's how we are going to do this. Since we are fully leveled up, we are going to kill this guy, if I can backstab him. You know, the camera. Yeah, we're just gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him the easiest way possible. Running over here. Letting him come down and chase us. Because he will. So just watch out. And there he is. Now, we are going to go back up. We're gonna go back up the elevator. And when we get to the top, we are going to draw out the other Madaris twin, who should be right outside the door. Just waiting for him to show up. There he is. We're going to run back into the elevator area. And we're going to do the same exact thing. And here he comes. Stand off to the side so you don't get hit. And there you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And here we get the Madaris Whistle. So there you go. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Now we can head back up and we can go grab the lamp. Why, bird? Why are you the way you are? There you go. What are we doing here, game? Why are my buttons all weird? All I did was play Night Rain yesterday. What the heck? Okay, so now we got every hunter tool. You should have a trophy pop up if you haven't already, saying that you have every hunter tool in the base game. Now we are going to head into Cathedral Ward, where we are going to start the DLC. Now, some of you might be wondering why I chose to go into the DLC before fighting the last two bosses of the game. And there's a very important reason. The number one reason is I don't believe that new players that will play this game for the first time, or this is their second time through, are fully capable of being incredibly consistent with trying to use the Hunter Mark when Nightmare Slain appears, when you kill Moon Presence. So if you use the Bold Hunter's Mark right when Nightmare Slain appears after beating that final boss, you will actually be taken back outside the boss arena, and the end game cutscene will not play. It won't play until you go back into the boss arena after you've done whatever else you wanted to do. So it's something that's difficult. It's a pretty tight window. It's not super forgiving. Like I've had many attempts where I've tried to do that and I've messed it up. So instead of me knowing I'm not getting it consistently either, it's probably a good idea that I, show you guys the whole game and the easiest time to do this, which would be in a new game cycle instead of new game plus. So you guys have the best chance of success, and I have the best chance of success. But we're going to let this dude chase after us. And then we're going to run up top, because we are in the Old Hunters DLC, and we got some old hunters to kill. So these dudes, pretty much all of them, you want to kill with visceral attacks, because they hit really hard. Honestly, a lot of them are not really worth fighting, but we're going to fight them all so you can see how everything works. We're going to grab the blood vial. We're going to come this way for some cold blood. And then we're going to come this way for a dog. And another dog. And then we're going to come this way for an item. And then we're going to backtrack a little bit. We don't want to go too far because there is another more aggressive hunter up there. But we are going to go this direction. And you're going to grab this madman's knowledge. And we are going to run all the way to the left to grab one more item that's kind of hidden by these dudes. So these things say they don't want to be fighting. But trust me, they be fighting. They be fighting real well. So we're going to grab the blood. Then as you can see, we got some hunters over there taking out some enemies for us. We should have, yep, a beast butter hunter. He wields the beast cutter, which is why I call him the beast butter hunter. And then we got a boom hammer hunter over there as well. Grab the madman's knowledge. How do you miss? Kill him, dude. Hey. Rude. Alright, there we go. Now we get to fight Boomhammer Bro. I love that dude's sound effects. You can tell the voice actor for those hunters just had so much fun. They had so much fun, you can tell. Alright. Good for us. We got a lot of blood. Now, over here, we got a trap next to that item. So what you're going to do is come this way, break the gun before you walk over and step on that button, and you get some Quicksilver bullets. Then we're going to come up the stairs for another dog. Ow. Ouch. Forgot. Shooty McShooterson over there. It's got to spoil the fun. Then we're going to come up this way and grab some blood. And then, before we go that way to grab some items, we're going to come this way to get a shortcut so we don't have to kill all of those enemies again. We're going to kill these guys first, so they don't come down and fight us when we're not looking. We're going to kill some crows. Oh, it's satisfying. So satisfying. Then we got the shortcut. And our old hunter cap. Now, there is one dude down there. I'm going to leave him alone for right now, because we're actually going to backtrack again a little bit to kill one more hunter. He's one of the more challenging hunters because of how fast he is. So, if you remember, right over there by those little tombstones where we grabbed some twins up top, there were those dogs. This dude's hiding around the corner over here, and he is pretty intense. So, best way is to try to come from this way so you are lined up with him to parry, and then try to nail that first parry, because a vast majority of the time, he is going to try to do that attack where he rushes you. Now we got most of the old hunter set. Ouch. Got him. Ooh, what'd you give me? Was it blood? It's blood. Cool. Alright, you can go back and level up if you would like. I think I'm going to continue on a little bit. Ooh, what's this guy give me? A blood gem? Nice. I don't think it's better than what I have on, but that's okay. So we're going to run up this way again, back to where we grabbed those blood vials. Now we're going to drop down over here. And as you could probably see if I can find him. Nope, you can't see him. But there is a red-eyed boomhammer hunter over there who will drop down onto that ledge and start fighting these dudes when we get too close. So let's see if he shows up. What the heck? Where is he? I guess the game broke. What the heck? Let's kill these, see if he draws them out. Ah, there he is. This dude's a harder version of the Boomhammer Hunter. Because he has red eyes, so he hits harder. Has a little bit more health. And he's just a little bit over aggressive. You know what I mean? Like, just look at how angry that guy is. Hello, big boy. Whoa, you're aggressive. Got him. Is this enough to kill you? Oh my god, it's not. Jesus. Whew! He almost hit me. Nice, another blood gem. That's pretty cool. And another blood gem. My god, I'm just all blood gemming it up. So from here, we grabbed the beast butter. Again, that's what I call the beast cutter. I just think it's a funny name. That is like the old hunter's version of the whip. The next thing we're going to do is run this direction, and you're going to take a left right over here. So almost all of those guys can die, and then we grab our old hunter's garb. Now we're going to grab a blood vial. I think I'm going to switch to my favorite armor of the game because I just love it so much. The old hunter set is hands down my favorite. I just think we look the best in this set. Like, look at that set. That set's so cool. But we're going to run up top. We are not going to fight these two guys. We are going to stay into the doorway here and run past. Because Tentacle Boy up there, Cthulhu Man, is going to fight those two enemies for us. Now, if you had played the DLC before and you did not know that you can fight this boss, we will show you eventually in the DLC. It's not going to be happening in this episode, but it will be a little bit later, towards the end of the DLC. Excuse me. We have to head into, or the back part of the DLC first, basically up to Orphan of Kos, and then we'll be able to come back. We don't have to go that far into it, but I like fighting the best bosses at the end of the DLC, because they're the best bosses for the reason, or for a reason. So it'll be a few episodes before we get to Lawrence, but it's going to be a fight I'm very excited for. Now, those big dudes, overall, I would not recommend fighting unless you are able to be in a situation where you can backstab. Most of the time, they either drop a couple of blood vials or bullets, depending on which one you are fighting. Now, actually, I think we're going to play it safe. We're going to play it safe. I know I'm skilled enough to get through to the next shortcut, but I don't know if everybody else is, and I'm not trying to insult you. I'm trying to just verify that, hey, there are some people that are going to be playing this game right now that need a little bit more help and need to reset the area when they have over a level in Echoes. But now we're going to head back into the lamp, or into the dream, not the lamp. And from there, we are going to retrace our steps after we level up, upgrade our weapon, buy blood, buy bullets, whatever you need. I also want to see what my gems look like. Alright, do I have any good gems? Any better gems than what I got? Does not look like it. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, do I want to put on... Should I have Beast or Blood Rapture? I kind of want to put on Blood Rapture. Yeah. That's pretty nice. Alright. Then we're going to head down here. And we can purchase stuff if we need. I haven't leveled up yet. I should probably do that first. What? Ah, 200 away. That's unfortunate. Perfect. And almost 50-50. Once I get all the way up to 50, then we can switch up to our other levels to level up. So it'd be arcane for this weapon. Maybe even some stamina. But now we're going to head back to the Hunter's Nightmare. And then we will run all the way up to where we were. We're not going to kill anybody because we've already killed them once. If you want to kill them again, by all means do so. But But I'm going to show you the quickest way to get through the area now since we've opened the shortcut. So from the lamp, we're going to come outside, run right up the stairs, and you got to conserve your stamina a little bit because there is a dude with a gun who's going to try to shoot you as you run by, and if you run out of stamina at the wrong time, you are not going to have a good time. So keep going up the stairs, ignoring all of your enemies and problems just like I do. And then we're going to hug the left side of the stairs. You don't need to run up there anymore. We've already got the eye pendant that we needed from the church. And now we're going to just simply go in through this weird looking tunnel until we come out the other side. Now this section is a trap. If you have managed your stamina well, you can run through and hug the left wall without getting shot at all. And now there's a little bit of a trap because a lot of people are like, oh, I should hug that and try to walk underneath. There's a button there that's pretty obvious and plain to see, and you will get shot by that gun over there. So instead, what you're going to do is hug the head of the dead amygdala and just time your steps for when they are there, and then you can break each gun individually as you are going around murdering stuff. That dude is also standing on a button, so you want to break this gun so we can then go kill him before he tries to shoot us. Alright, that is a busy, hectic little area, but we did it. We survived through it. The next thing we're going to do is come down this direction for 2 hunters that will throw mollies. Then we're going to come down here and grab a twin bloodstone and kill another dude who's throwing mollies. Then we're going to backtrack because we have old hunter man here to try to fight us. Ow! You just tanked a full charged attack from a friggin' plus 10 weapon. Dude, you're a beast. You are an absolute beast. And we're back up to full health because of Blood Rapture. I love that. I love that rune so much. It is so helpful. We're going to kill that dude. Grab some blood. Now we're going to go in a really dark room. May look familiar. Again, the first section of the DLC is a revamped version of Cathedral Ward, or Central Yarnum, excuse me. So we are going to back up, kill these 2 dudes on the steps. You do not need to go down the steps because there's actually another hat over here for us to wear. Then you see all these little bloodsuckers. We're not going to fight any of them. We are actually going to run right over that side into the room again because we have another weapon to get and a couple enemies to kill. So in here, we got another melee dude. Now we're going to run in and grab this before the bomb explodes. I cannot tell you how many times I have seen people play this game for the first time and they didn't know where to go, so they just stood there and got blown up, and it was hilarious every time. I hope that didn't happen to you. If it did, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I laughed at your pain, but it is pretty funny. Now we're going to come up here for a Beast Hunter fight. If you have fire paper, you can use that. I'm just going to simply fight him straight up. Visceral attacks are pretty good. Or you can just kind of spam him. He doesn't have a gun, so don't be worried about visceral attacks. Just know when he does a leaping attack, that way, while he is tricked, he will actually have the ability to visceral attack you. So he's got the Beast Roar. Are you okay? Why are you dodging everywhere? Dude, just see, that attack is what he will try to visceral attack you with. So if he hits you from that, especially if it's from behind, yeah, you're gonna get an opening for a visceral. Alright, now we get the Firing Hammer badge. So this just lets you buy the Old Hunter DLC weapons. So it is an enemy that you do have to come over here and fight. And that's the only item over there. There's nothing else. So now, we're going to come out this way. And again, we're going to run through this area. We're not going to kill anybody. Because, my god, these ladies are super hard. And they hit even harder than the ones in Canehurst that were already scaled for endgame. So we're going to run to the left, around these stones, grab the blood vials. And then up on these stairs, you gotta be careful because there's a lot of dudes that like shooting. But so we're going to start with this one. Ow. And then we're going to grab the Quicksilver bullets. Now, this dude over here loves spamming. He will shoot 2 or 3 times in a row. I also believe there is another dude right around the cart. So if we stand here, he should see us and come over. We're going to kill him very easily. And then we're going to stand off to the side. We're going to dodge these bullets. Again, sometimes he will shoot 2 to 3 times. And it's not just going to be like the old guys of the base game where they just shoot once and are done. Then we're going to run this direction and turn left all the way up here to grab one section of the constable garb. The constable garb is what the dude we just killed at the beginning of the episode is wearing. I forget his name. Oh my god, what's his name? It's not Varg. Is it? Oh god, what the heck's the leader of the name? The leader of the league. I'm blanking. I can't remember. I can't remember. But we are at our shortcut. So, if you do not care about that dude over there and you want his weapon right now, you can attack him and fight him in this little area here if you want. Just know that you kind of missed out on his quest. His quest isn't super important. You just got to say nightmares are fascinating, and then he will eventually move wherever it is that, wherever he's supposed to move, which are by other lamps that we're going to see. So it's not like there's anything crazy or wild that you got to do for him to get his quest, or to get his weapon. So literally just say nightmares are fascinating, then you never have to talk to him again. Now, we are going to run that way. We are not going to kill anybody, but we are going to use a blue elixir. Then we're going to drop down. And then we're going to haul cheeks all the way through. There's an item off to our left that we are going to ignore for now. We will grab it on our way back. And we're going to run through the cart. And then we have our little beastie boy here that we got to murder real quick like. To get more chunks. Now, I'm going to show you a little trick to gain the advantage for fighting this hunter. If we stand right about here, he will not activate. And since our blue elixir just ended, what you're going to do, if you know how to save and exit the game really quick, you just hit start, settings, exit game, yes. And you're going to go through it as fast as you can once you get to the other side of the stone. Because then, when you load back in, he'll be in his same spot. And we can use a blue elixir to walk up behind him and open the fight with a visceral attack. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So we're going to run in this way. Then we're going to save and exit the game. So once we load back in, the world will be reset and he'll just be chilling there waiting for us. Hey, if you're enjoying the run, make sure to subscribe to my channel, All Paths Taken. I cover every secret, every boss, and every hidden path so you never miss a thing. Because here, we don't just play the game, we take all paths. So be sure to subscribe right now. Alright, so from here, blue elixir. And then we're going to slowly walk around and lock onto him so we can open with a visceral attack. Ooh, it's a lot of damage. Ouch. So he does have his own saw spear. Just so you are aware, he does have his own saw spear, so he will hit really hard. But that is how you get the Gatling gun. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, we're going to run over here and grab a bloodstone chunk. Now, in here, I do not recommend fighting anybody. I'm just going to be honest. There's a lot of beasts from Old Yarnum in here, including the Bloodstarved beast. So, yeah, Susie Skinflaps makes her epic return. You don't get anything for killing her. There's no new weapon drops or anything like that. So, honestly, you don't have to use a blue elixir, but I'm going to use another one because we have so many. And then I'm going to run down and run to the right, avoiding her, grabbing the amygdala arm. Then we're going to grab the twins if you want. And then we're going to run around these guys to grab a bloodstone chunk. And then we are running up and out as fast as humanly possible so we don't sit and die in, you know, the river of blood. Now, we're going to use one more blue elixir after we fully heal because we got to run back up to the shortcut where, you know, we just don't want to fight anything because everything hits really hard. So, blue elixir, run to the right. There's an item over yonder that you can see. We're going to run and grab it now because the enemy is gone. And then we are going to run over here and up the stairs all the way to safety. Now, to set the world straight again, I'm going to run back to the lamp to make sure everybody's in their proper spot. You can also save and exit. Actually, I think I'll save and exit. That's probably a better idea. Yeah, that's a better idea. We'll save and exit. So the reason I'm save and exiting this time is to make sure all of those bloodsuckers stay away from me because there is an item that we do need, and I do have to kill the bloodsuckers under the bridge first, and I don't know about you, but trying to kill them when they all are coming at you at once, it just seems like a pretty much impossible idea. So we are going to just very simply walk down here and try to aggro them one at a time, if possible. Why am I going forward? I was not holding my stick forward. Are one of you going to come up? No? Okay. Let's see if I can throw something at you to come at me. Boom. Come over here. I don't know why the stairs mess with them so bad. Every now and again you can get them to come up the stairs, but it's just apparently few and far between when they actually want to show up. Ooh. That blood gem's pretty sweet. I have not gotten that one in a very long time. Ooh, blood tinge scaling? That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. That's better for our pistol. Heck yeah, that's pretty sweet. Alright, are you going to attack me if I come this way? You're not. Sweet. So we just had to kill those two. There is one over here that we got to kill. Then we got to kill those three because... Oh, come closer. Come closer. We got to kill these ones because there is an armor set that they are hiding or blocking. Why are you the way you are? Come here. Sweet. Now come here. You're not gonna come here, are you? Come here. Come here like a good wench. Oh, I just aggroed the other one. Oh, and then that one comes at me right away. What a nice lady. I hope she has a wonderful day. You know, considering she's not going to have one anymore. Alright, then we get the constable trousers. Then we're going to run through here. And we're going to use another blue elixir once we kill these two dogs that are going to show up. Actually, I think I'll show you how to do it without the blue elixirs. Just because you might want to save some of them in case you die in certain points, because there are harder levels in this DLC. But we're going to run to the left. There's going to be another dude with a dog, so kill the dog first. And then you can kill... Ow. Then you can kill the dude with a torch. And that will actually bring this dude a little bit closer so we can fight him without triggering all of the crows. Because there are a ton of crows that drop down. There's like 3 or 4 of them that drop down. And these crows, again, they hit pretty hard because everything's scaled for endgame. Why are they all giving me really annoying attacks? Oh my god, stop. Leave me alone. I don't want to be touched. I don't like touching. You're gross and covered in blood. Alright. Well, that was fun. Definitely not annoying in any way. But then we're going to climb up the ladder. And we have another red-eyed hunter over here to kill. He is chilling like a villain right above my head. You can see stuff moving over there. That is the Beast Hunter Scythe Hunter. He is guarding the Beast Hunter Scythe that you can see right over there. So we are going to try to take him out lickety-split. This dude's very hard. I'm not lying. Like, he's very hard. He's the hardest hunter, in my opinion. So I'm going to see if I can poison knife him real quick to help trying to see if he can get poisoned. Because these guys don't like to stagger. And again, this dude's really fast. Ouch. Sweet, we got him. Whew, I was worried. That dude destroys me every single time I fight him. So, yeah. Ooh, a vermin. Nice. Then we're going to grab our Beast Hunter Scythe. Now, we got to repeat or retrace our steps, run through, and climb up the ladder again. You better be real familiar with this ladder because we got to come over here next and fall down onto this beam so we can grab the next section of the constable garb. Now, there is a way. I'm terrible at it. There's like a bug you can do to hop over here to grab the whirligig saw, but we're going to grab it later. And it's going to be in like 2-3 minutes, so it's not that big of a deal. So just hop on the ladder and climb up. And then we're going to run into the next section of the game. And I don't know why, but right in here, the camera gets a little like tricky and wonky sometimes when you're running through. And I think it's because it's trying to show you the whole world, kind of like what they did in Elden Ring. But this level is probably my favorite visual level in the DLC. Not in terms of layout, but like visual. Because you get to see the Astral Clock Tower. You get to see the garden where we fight the angrier blue goobers, the better blue goobers, and then you get to see like just the whole way Yharnam's been twisted by the Orphan of Kos, and it's so cool. It's so cool, or I should say by Kos, because Kos is the great one. Orphan of Kos is an infant great one. Ouch! But now we're gonna grab Madman's Knowledge, and you can see why I slapped this armor on. It's because it's got fire damage negation. And these dudes do fire damage. So it's very, very, very worth it. But we're going to run into the church instead of fighting him. And we are going to grab the lamp. Before you use the lamp, we're going to grab a couple more items and kill a couple more enemies. Down here, we have this little dude who's going to run underneath a guy that is another red-eyed hunter. So you want to make sure that you are in a spot where you can stop him. Then we're going to hit this dude so he comes down. Takes a little bit of fall damage. Ouch. He's so aggressive. And then we're going to parry this guy. Wow, he's still alive. What a legend. Alright, so we kill him to grab our items. Then we come across this way to grab twins. Now, this item, I believe, is just blood. And it's guarded by a billion crows. So once you grab it, just run out. It's not worth your time to kill them. Then you're going to grab the oil urn. As you run this way, run to the left side. Because there will be a dude that just drops down. Yeah, pretty creepy, I know. Pretty weird. Literally no way of killing them, even though they're an enemy in the DLC later. And here's how you get your whirligig. Now we're going to use the Bold Hunter's Mark, and we're going to warp back into the lamp, and then we're going to head into the dream as we prepare for one of the best, if not the best boss in the game. It is definitely a fan favorite. I know he's definitely in my top 5 of the game. So yeah, we're going to prepare for Ludwig. Ludwig, the Holy Blade. Alright, so from here, what should we do? I don't have enough to level up. Should I buy blood? Should I buy bullets? I feel like I should buy like 30 bullets. And then the rest blood. That's pretty good. Alright. I don't need to repair this, do I? I mean, not really, but I might as well. Alright. Does that see scaling in Arcane? I did not know that. Okay. I always forget about Arcane, because I never... On my playthroughs, when how I normally play this game, is I normally... run past every enemy in the game, and then I run to the boss and do a boss rush. So I just rush the bosses, absolutely annihilate them with my amazing skill, and then I go from there into the other boss fights that are coming next. That should be fine, I think. I got 2 insight left. We'll just buy another blue elixir. And then we will go back to the Nightmare Church. Alright, now, I know I said Ludwig is going to be the boss that is one of everybody's fan favorites, but we're going to kill him incredibly fast. Like, we are so broken, there's no shot. There's not a snowball's chance in heck we're going to die. But we're going to kill a couple of dudes first because we got some items to grab. We're going to kill Cannon Bro by sneaking up behind him. Charged R2 into a Visceral. And then another one will be coming out eventually. We are going to let him just mosey and then land wherever he's going to stop, probably right about my head height. And then we're going to go do the same thing to him. I really do not recommend you ever try to fight these guys. These guys are harder than, honestly, every enemy in this game except for the sharks. Like, their parry windows are so small. They hit way harder than anybody in the game. It's just ridiculous. If you are someone who has the League Confederate or a member of the League and that rune is on, you will find the Madaris twins, or one of the Madaris twins over here as well. Since we killed, is it Varl? Jarl? I don't remember his name. But since we killed that dude, those guys aren't going to be here anymore. Same if you have the rune off, they're not going to show up either. But we got a witch to kill right up here. Then we're going to go down this way, and we're going to kill this guy. He will come back every single time, and he will always drop 5 blood vials. So if you wanted to come fight Ludwig early, which honestly I recommend everybody do once they become a legit pro and know where everything is and how to become OP really fast, I honestly recommend you do come and learn how to fight this boss properly. Because this boss has the tiniest health bar for when you can fight him in New Game. Alright. Now, I'm going to go over this fight briefly. You're probably not going to see a lot of the moves in second phase. I'm just going to be honest. Second phase, he's very glass cannony. He hits hard, but he doesn't like to get hit. In first phase, he's very aggressive. It's definitely harder first phase than second phase, in my opinion. His first phase, he's like a rabid beast. He will always start the fight with a leaping slam from his right claw, so all you're going to do is dodge into the blow and then start doing trick attacks. He has a little head slam that he'll do where he'll bop you with his snoot, and that one is just kind of like a weaker attack. When he lowers his head down and quickly springs it up and kind of jolts his whole body, that move hurts a lot, and it actually has 2 hitboxes. One on the initial head swing, and the second when his whole body lands and hits the ground as he kind of leaps forward at you. Then he's got a quick dash at you, which is kind of like a spear from WWE, where he just charges at you really fast and happens in a blink of an eye. With that attack, you need to dodge twice to the left, or twice to the right. The left I found to be more consistent in my however many thousands of hours I've played this game. Let's see, what else? He has a couple of different versions of like where he pukes magic at you. If it starts from from left to right, his right, your left, and it comes across at you, you gotta dodge through the attack as it comes close to you. And you want to try to dodge at an angle. So if I'm going forward, I'm not going to dodge straight left. I want to try to dodge at an angle so I can get through it and in a position where I can hit him. He will also have it where it just starts on you and it'll track you where it goes, but that one's normally very quick. The other one's a little bit longer. Is there anything else? Oh, he has a combo. The 3-hit combo is one of his favorite swipes to do. It's not incredibly major. You just got to make sure that you dodge when he swings with both of his right claws. He'll go from your left to right. So it'll be his right claws that are swinging, but it'll be on your left side or the left side of your character's body, and he'll swipe twice with those. So if you don't dodge perfectly, you will take double damage on that swipe, and it doesn't matter the size of your health bar, you can get one shot from that attack. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy how dangerous that attack is. But he also follows that up with another attack from your right side of the character, his left side, and he'll do one more swipe at you. So it'll be like a swipe, a big swipe with those two, then another swipe from the other direction. But, honestly, once you get through first phase, second phase, just wail on him. You'll be fine. He'll die real quick. Especially if you're using a +10 saw spear with 50 skill and 47 vitality. I don't think you're going to have to worry about a dang thing, especially with the claw marks and beast blood pellets and fire paper. Second phase is going to be over before you know it. But if you decide you want to not use that stuff and get a little bit more of a challenge from this fight, then he's got a couple of different moves with the sword that he likes to attack with. That's actually the only thing he's going to attack with. He will start the fight. If you are slow getting to him, he will shoot beams of light at you, or like a big slash of light that comes at you. There will be a horizontal one, or he has a combo where he'll shoot 2 of them at you, but it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't happen very often. Or he might charge at you and either deliver a big slam with an AoE bomb, or he might thrust at you with an AoE bomb. Either one, just dodge forward, try to get to his butt. Then from there, he will have a delayed combo where it'll be swipe, 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 swipe. That's kind of his combo that he really loves to go to. You just kind of got to dodge into those swings, because if you dodge away from them, meaning the same direction they are going, you're going to get hit. It is going to do a lot of damage. After you stagger him once, he will have an attack where he will raise his hands above his head and raise the sword high, and he'll do a big AoE to knock you down. You can perfectly iframe it, but it is a very, very, very tight window. So if you get knocked back, to try to get to his butt, pound the damage into that booty as much as you can, and you'll stagger him. You'll do a visceral attack, and then after that, you'll be able to, honestly, visceral attack him again, because he'll stagger pretty quickly. But if not, because you're doing like a challenge run, or you're just not that high a level, you're going to have to fight him again straight up. So overall, not an incredibly hard fight, but he is definitely a challenging fight if you are not leveled out properly. So when we come into the room, we're going to use this, and we're going to hit the beast blood pellets right before we come in. And since this is my favorite one, my favorite cutscene, we're going to watch it.
Help us. An unsightly beast. A great terror loose.
I love this boss's design so much. It's so gross and cool, and you get to see the sword. God, he's so cool. Like, look at him. What a legend. All right, let's do this. And there's the swipe, or the slam. Couple transformation attacks. There's your initial headbutt. Oh, I forgot about this combo. So try to dodge twice away, and then you're going to go into it. Look at that beast meter go. Holy crap. That was first phase. That was really fast. Second phase is going to be even faster. Trust me. I love this shot. Now you get to see what he actually kind of looked like with his actual face, even though he is mutilated, but you get a hint of what he looks like. So run up on him in second phase before he starts doing his attacks. There's the one in delayed swipes. And now we get to completely annihilate him. Yeah, he's dead. Was not lying when I said second phase was going to be faster than the first. Ooh, boy. God, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Alright, now, to talk with him, you can put on a church set. And now he will ask you a couple of good questions and get some different dialogue. It's pretty cool.
Tell me, good hunter of the church, have you seen the light? Are my church hunters the honorable Spartans? I hoped they would be.
So you can tell him the truth and say no, or you can lie and say yes. It really doesn't have an impact on anything. You can say yes to give him like a peaceful rest. Or you can give him the no and let him just see that he's going legitimately insane, and it's hilarious.
Now I may sleep in peace. Even in this darkest of nights, I see the moonlight.
Kind of cool. I like that he gives us a little bit more lore about his character. And then we get, hands down, the coolest weapon in the game, the Holy Moonlight Sword. Now you can go back and level up, but honestly, we're just going to run through because I didn't even... I got hit, what, once? I got hit once in that fight. That's crazy. But now we're going to come up this way. We will eventually come back for all of these items later. We are just going to quickly kill these dudes. Actually, I'm at 48 minutes. Holy crap. Never mind. I'm going to backtrack. We're going to end the episode after that amazing fight. I was just really into Bloodborne. So, sorry everybody for saying, for just continuing on. I hope you guys had as much fun fighting Ludwig as I did, even though we are stupidly broken right now. So, we will be starting from this lamp in the next episode. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you in the next one.